Well, good morning. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. This morning, I'm going to answer a lot of questions that you guys have had over the past few weeks. You might remember I ordered a Volvo, a brand new 2020 Volvo 760. I'm going to give you the details on that and ultimately why I canceled it. So you guys stay with me. I know I say it on every video. I'm going to try to make this one short. So let's not waste any time. Here we go. Hey, Trucker Todd here. And today's video is sponsored by the fine folks at Mudflap. If you're not familiar with the Mudflap app, they offer you ways to save money on fuel. And if you click the link in my description below, you'll receive $10 off the first time you use their app to fill up if you do it within the first 5 days. So why not give them a shot? You could save 20, 30, even 50 cents or more per gallon on diesel. And you don't have to be a truck driver to use it. If you use diesel, you can use this app. So look down in the description below for the link to receive that savings for being a viewer of this channel. Alright, let's jump right into the regularly scheduled video.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down. Flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round. For my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
Okay, before we get started, I want to tell you guys what's coming up this week. I had a viewer question about freight lanes, so we're going to do a video this week on freight lanes. And I'm going to tell you kind of how that works, where good places are, where bad places are, why they're that way. So you guys make sure that you're subscribed for that. Also, later this week, I'm going to tell you, here lately I've been critical of some other companies. With the exception of Swift, I gave Swift a pretty good overall review. I think they're doing a lot of positive things over there right now. But this week I'm going to tell you about the very best lease purchase I've found. So you guys make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see who that is and why I think they're the best. I've had some questions. A guy asked me the other day, where can I do this, 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 and this? And I said, well, it basically depends on where you live and what you want to haul. But I'm going to try to answer that, at least from my perspective, who I think has the very best lease purchase available. So make sure that you guys subscribe so that you receive a notification when I put that video out. While you're at it, give this video a thumbs up. And if you get a chance, share this video on your social media platforms. Speaking of social media platforms, I've got my Instagram, I've got my Facebook, and I've got my email there. There's a lot of great information in the description below. So you guys go down there and check that out. If you're interested in knowing more about Dart Transit, which is where I work, and I'm pretty happy here, to be totally honest with you. The information's down there for my driver number. Just email me and I'll help you get set up with somebody there. And I've got a guy that I'm getting set up there this morning with the recruiter. So you guys just email me. I'll answer all your questions and get you set up. But if you've already thought about calling Dart on your own, my driver number is down there. It's 58180. Please, please, please give them my driver number. It helps the channel out and it helps me out, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about what happened. So, a couple of weeks ago, there was I wouldn't call it a misunderstanding, but I would call it a tiff between me and Dart Transit. And so what I did, I went out and I put a deposit on a brand new truck. And the idea was being that if I got the TIF worked out with Dart, I would bring the truck over to Dart. And if I didn't get the TIF worked out, I would take the truck to another company. Well, a lot's happened since then. So first of all, Dart and I worked everything out, and I mean everything out. I don't have one single complaint with them right now. Not one. I can't think of anything that they haven't either met or exceeded my expectations on. So that settled. The other company that I was going to lease the truck with, well, I'm going to have to try to clear the air. The truck was through SFI, Snyder Finance. And originally I was going to lease it to Snyder if I didn't get the TIF worked out with Dart. Well, they told me, hey, if you decide to take it to Dart, well, if you bring it to Snyder, it's $500. If you take it to Dart, it's $5,000. So when I got the TIF worked out with Dart, I called them. I said, hey, I think I'm going to just bring that truck to Dart. Pay the $5,000. Well, they upped it on me. Now, mind you, this truck's on back order. It's been on back order a couple of months. They're saying it should have come in July or August. And so they said, oh, we've changed our policy. Now it's $8,500. Now, you remember the glowing, and I'm being sarcastic, review that I've did of Snyder. They should change their name, in my opinion, to Shyster, because there's a lot of policies that I think are just crazy. I've got a video on that. Y'all go check it out. It's the 5 things that Snyder National Recruiting doesn't want you to know. I'll put a link down in the description below. Y'all check that video out. And but so they were out. And since I'd worked everything out with Dart, I was going to bring the truck to Dart. However, when they said $8,500, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm in a great truck now, 2019 Kenworth T680. It's going to pay off in, I don't know, roughly 2.5 years. Less than 3 years for sure. I hadn't done the math on it this morning. And so I think I'll just stay in the truck I'm in. So I canceled that Schneider truck, and they're supposed to be mailing a check back to me with my deposit. Let's talk about that SFI truck for a second. The payments were almost twice what I'm paying for the Dart truck. However, it was a brand new truck. It was very well equipped. It was a 3-year lease, and then you had a balloon payment that was roughly about 12 to 14 months worth of payments. I was going to try to pay cash for that at the end. If I couldn't, they agreed to finance it out. So it was, it had its pros and cons. It was going to have a decent warranty, but the problem with that transfer fee, whether it be the $5,000 or the $8,500, doesn't matter. When you go to another company, you lose that money. It doesn't go towards your balloon. It doesn't go towards your principal, at least the way I understood it from them. It's just money you toss out the window. To me, that's a deal breaker. And so I'm glad I got out of that deal. I'm glad that Dart and I worked things out and that I'm able to stay right here. And so that's all I wanted to say. I know you guys were curious. The Snyder deal, it did check all the boxes of things I was looking for. They do pay percentage. They do have a load board. You can take the truck to other companies. But I don't feel like they are to change the terms of the agreement midstream while your truck is on back order. I think whatever you agreed to originally should have been in effect. But that's neither here nor there. You know, things happen for a reason, and I'm glad that deal fell through and that I'm able to walk away from it unscathed. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later this week, and we'll talk about freight lanes and the best lease purchase out there. Have a good one. Bye-bye.